What's the most memorable moments you had while sailing?
Um, whew, most memorable moment I think I ever had was we took some friends out. My buddy was going to propose to his girlfriend. Um, we picked him up in Annapolis, took him out for a little cruise. She had no idea what was going on, and at sunset came back in. He popped the question. She said yes, everything was awesome. My wife was helping crew the boat that day. Um, so we got them back after we're all done, and we're heading back to the home. And my wife looks over, she's like, "Hey, you want to hear something crazy?" And I was like, "Yeah, what?" She's like, "I'm pregnant." And that was
Oh my
when I
God.
found that was when I found out that she was pregnant with our daughter
Oh,
at the same time they got engaged. So
That's
that's,
very
yeah, I
memorable.
remember that day very well.
I love it. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
For someone who's never been on a sailboat, what can they expect to feel or experience?
I think you get the connection to nature. First, you get the wind, you get to feel the wind, kind of hear it when all the engine noise drops out and it's just the water and the wind. Um, that's the first thing I think they experience. There's adrenaline, so it's kind of excitement as well. And then it's just calm and chill. So it's kind of a parade of different emotions for me when I'm out. But it usually just kind of ends in like balance and level because you kind of get a little bit of everything.
So is it more like just a calm ride versus, let's say that somebody wanted to celebrate their birthday or I guess maybe like a party-ish scene or is
hmm
there?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you how you want to experience a day on the water. Some of that's subject to the weather. If it's super weathery, it will be a little bit more adrenaline than the calm. But if it's chill, you kind of have your choice. So specifically with us, we like to customize itineraries for whatever the guests are looking to do, whether it's a bachelorette party that wants to go rage at a dock bar or just wants to go cruise and lay out in the sun. Like we can build something for pretty much anyone that's looking to get out.
Love that. Something for everyone. What does being out in the water mean to you personally?
Um, it's that balance I was talking about. It brings inner thoughts you have to like deal with, when you're alone with your brain in the water and, whatever's troubling you, etc. It's a bit of a therapy session for yourself. And then you've got the connection with nature and some cool animals if you're on the ocean, and like just around here, we got all kinds of cool stuff. And then it's just kind of, I find peace from it, At the end
Yes.
of it, it's peaceful.
Water is healing.
I think so.
What is your favorite location while you're on a sailboat?
Whew. Well, my favorite location on the sailboat is at the helm, just because I want to drive. Yeah, but my favorite location to put a sailboat would be, I don't know. We were talking about Grenada earlier. Like, it's one of my favorite places I've ever been in my life. I love going to the Caribbean. Jamaica is where I got married. I've been back many times. Things like that. I just like taking the sailboat somewhere where you can anchor by yourself and then swim in the water and then catch your dinner and grill it and then drink some rum and pass out and wake up in the morning and pick a new spot and go do that again. So
What about why should people come out into the Annapolis River and celebrate?
I mean, Annapolis has got a lot of good water access that's, it's pretty close. If you're coming from DC or Baltimore, even Philly's a 2-hour trip. Like you can be here quick, and then as soon as you're out with us, we're here in Back Creek on the Severn River. We're in the Chesapeake Bay within about 10 minutes. And we can be under the Chesapeake Bay Bridge in about 40 minutes. It's just a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool lighthouses. There's a lot of cool little coves. There's some cool dock bars. There's just a lot of cool shit.
I love that. One last question. What are the experiences that you are hosting here with?
For tonight, yeah, so Tuesday is our floating concert series. Every Tuesday we host a free concert here on Back Creek. We have an acoustic act that sets up on the back of one of our catamarans. Anchor out, we've got people that come up on paddle boards and kayaks, and they can rent our boats, they can rent other boats, come out, they can bring their own boat. We just wanted to kind of like bring the community in a little bit. You know, this all started with COVID when we were doing floating concerts because we weren't allowed inside, so we started doing them outside. And then it just developed into something that I thought as a musician is necessary for the community to kind of have that experience available. I think it's important to have it be free and accessible so that it's extremely accessible for people. And then it's just a fun thing to do. I think it's just cool.
I love that. Thank you so much, Shawn.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate you hosting us here.
My pleasure.
Thank you.